Did you see the Barrymore thing over the weekend, folks, on Channel 5? I've seen it in two parts. I watched the end of it last night there. Bit of a difficult watch from time to time, you know, and I don't know. He's obviously out in the wilderness now. We've done things on him in the past, but I don't know the point of it last night, really. Just regurgitated. He went through everything we already know. And he's not been involved in the thing. I mean, they asked him for comments after they'd filmed it, and he didn't want to know, didn't want to get involved. But I don't really know why they put it out there. You know, it's changed nothing. It's going to change nothing. As I say, he's out in the wilderness now, and I think he's always going to remain that way. I think the British public tried to forgive him on a number of occasions, even after the awful Stuart Lubbock death. You know, we went out of our consciousness for a few years. I think he went living in New Zealand, but they brought him back for Big Brother. Did really well there. I don't watch Big Brother, so I forgot how well he did, but he came second. He was well liked. And then when things yet again went to the police and went to court, in the end, everybody turned their back on him, and it's been that way ever since. Surely it's never going to change. Until he tells the truth about what happened that night, it's never going to change. And this thing about not knowing just doesn't wash. At the end of the day, he may or may not have been involved in it, but I'm sure he knows what happened. It's in his house. There's not that many people there. Before the young lad died, I'm sure people were panicking, saying, wait a minute, this is looking really bad. This lad isn't good here and whatever else. And from what they were saying last night, if I read it right, the lad's been killed, and then maybe they've put him in the pool after his death to try and get rid of evidence, DNA and whatever else. Let's face it, you've got water there, and you've got chemicals and chlorines and whatever else in the pool there. But the fact that Barrymore's first instinct was to run away has never helped his cause either. He's blaming a PA for telling him, look, you need to get out of there, you'll be splashed all over the papers. I think what he should have been looking at was it's his house, and somebody's died in his house, and the death is more important than any adverse publicity that Barrymore may get. As I say, I mean, I don't think there's any way back for Barrymore. He's getting on a bit now anyway, and the last time we seen him on this morning, he looked extremely fragile. But you watch these cases and you think, well, it's awful that Lubbock's dad has died now. I think he died 2 or 3 years ago. You know, he's till his death, all the way up till his death, he's never got Stuart out of his head, and he's always wanted justice for his son. His other son, Lubbock's brother, is still alive, and he's asking for the same. He doesn't look well at all, or Samuel. I think he might have had some issues since Lubbock's died, and he might have some other issues. I don't know, but I'm guessing. And I felt very sorry for him. I'm not having a pop and said doing any of those two actions. I felt very, very sorry for him. But I just feel we're never going to get answers, and it's just a shame, you know, whether Barrymore was involved in it or not. You know, I'm sure he knows what's gone on and who's done what, and I just wish that somebody would be big enough to come out and say, look, all right then, this is what happened. Because whoever's done wrong, they've had 20 odd years of freedom since it happened anyway. That's 20 odd years they shouldn't have got. But by all accounts, the police didn't cover themselves in glory. They didn't sort the crime scene out correctly at the outset. They didn't cordon it off correctly. And lots of evidence was messed about with, tampered and destroyed, which is really bad. But it's just a shame that such a high profile thing, only in England there, with not many people involved, it's just a shame that the police can't get to the bottom of it and find out what really happened that fateful night. It's awful, really. But as I say, I watched the Barrymore thing. A little part, and I mean a little part, sort of felt sorry for him because he's been ostracised. But then again, I'm thinking, well, it's what he deserved. You know, it's what he deserved. And I'm watching him and I'm thinking, did we all find that funny 20, 30 years ago? I mean, I did and didn't. You know, I wasn't a lover of his, but I didn't mind him. But when you're watching it last over the weekend and you're thinking, you know, some of the actions and stuff, they weren't brilliant. And the fact that he came out further down the line as gay, you watch him and you think, how could nobody have ever known? You know, when he's doing that, taking the applause at the start and bending down on the one knee and stuff, he's as gay as they come. As gay as they come. And many were surprised when he came out as gay. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. But, no, I don't know. I don't know. I thought to myself, why did they air it? What's it done for anybody? I don't think... It's not helping Barrymore. It's certainly not helping the family of Stuart Lubbock or Lubbock himself. I don't know. I watch them programmes normally and see what's in there and what's there to talk about. And obviously I've talked about it, but I just don't think it really helps anybody. I really don't. Anyway, if you've watched it yourself, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. That's what the comment section's for, folks. That's what it's there for. And what did you think of Barrymore? Did you like him? Did you not? Have you any sympathy for him now? or none whatsoever? I'd love to know.